Are you querying right now, hoping to find a literary agent or an independent publisher for your work? Back in my 20s, I had offers of representation from 3 different agents, and I want to share with you how I made that happen. So the first thing to do when you are querying is to do your research. So here's where you find agents and independent publishers who are representing books that are similar to yours. The mistake that writers make is they think, oh, there's no book that's like mine. But trust me, there are so many books out there. Once you start to search and research, you realize, oh, there's actually quite a lot of books that have either similar themes to yours, similar storylines. So do your research, find out what books are out there, and who represents those books or who has published those books. So it might be that you, first of all, choose books that you like, that you enjoy. A great place to start is to look at the acknowledgements page in the book, because usually the writer will thank their agent, usually the writer will mention names, so you can Google those names and you can find the agency. Another great resource, if you're like, look, I'm really struggling, I don't read books that are like the books that I write, I don't know any authors who are writing what I write. So a really great resource is Goodreads, goodreads.com. So again, put that into Google, load up the Goodreads site, and you can search for books in Goodreads by keywords. So for example, if your book is about a dancing swordfish, you can search dancing swordfish. And again, they will show you books that either have that in the title or books that are related to dancing swordfish. So Goodreads is a great place to search to find comparable books. And then what you do is it means that when you reach out to agents and you reach out to those independent publishers, you mention those books. And that gives them a clear sign that you have done your research and that they're not going to be wasting their time by reading your submission. So number 1, do your research. Make it clear that you've done your research by mentioning those titles when you send your submission through. The second area is to research the agent or the publisher. Today, there are actually many agents who are writing themselves. I know agents who have written fiction books, agents who have written memoirs, agents who write blogs. So when you research what they're writing, again, you start to get an understanding of who they are and their tastes and the kinds of things that they like. Similarly, you start to research those independent publishers. You start to research their mission, you start to research what kind of publishers they are and what values they have. So you really start to get to know them. And again, when you send that submission through, when you send that query through, you make it really clear that you have really gotten to know the agent or the publisher. It really goes a long way. I remember when agents wrote back to me in my 20s, they were flattered. They were flattered that I'd taken so much time. They were flattered that I had spent so much time researching and getting to know them. So it's a little bit like if you think of online dating. This idea of really finding out about the agent or really finding out about the independent publisher. You wouldn't go on an online dating site just to get someone. You go on that online dating site and you look at those profiles. You want to find someone who's a right fit. So it's the same with independent publishers, the same with agents. You're not just trying to get one, but you're trying to find one that's a right fit. So just in the same way that you might get rejections from someone on a dating site, but because you don't have similar interests, it's the same with an agent. So you're getting a lot of no's, but it's because you haven't done your research. So find agents and publishers who have the same values as you, who think of things in the same way, who have the same mission as you. The third thing to remember is that yes lives in the land of no. So whenever you do get a no, and it will happen, you know that there's going to be a yes there. Every single successful writer out there has each had at least one no. They've had dozens of no's. I'm thinking of James Patterson, who's the biggest selling writer in the world right now. He had over 30 rejections for his debut novel, over 30 no's. But yes lives in the land of no, because every single successful writer has had a series of no's, but they must have had a yes to then become successful. And I get it. I get that rejection is hard. I get that it can really floor us when we get that no. To be honest, that's one of the reasons that I set up my community on Facebook, to provide that safe space that can carry you through those low points. It's a free community just for people like you, writers, creatives, people who want to fulfill their potential. You'll see the link below. Come and join us. Let me help you through those times of rejection, those times of drought, those hard times. The fourth thing that I want to say is that the mistake that writers make when trying to achieve their dream, when trying to get representation, when trying to find an independent publisher, is they just give up too soon. They give up too early. They stop before they get to that finish line. So it's about keeping going. It's about saying, I know there will be no's. I know that I will reach out to agents who don't turn out to be the right fit for me. I know there will be frustrations, but there is a finish line. And if I stop before I get to that finish line, I won't get that agent. I won't find that publisher, because you have to get to the finish line to get that reward. It's absolutely my commitment to help you stay committed. That's what this channel is about. Helping you grow all of the strength that you need up here in your mind to keep going, to reach that finish line. So if you are new here, then hit subscribe. I really want to make sure that you achieve your creative dreams, that you keep going, that you get to run past that finish line and you get to get that agent, you get to get that publishing deal. It's just a case of keeping going. So there we go. 4 areas that for me really helped when I was looking for agents in my 20s. Let me know in the comments below where you're at in your journey. Are you trying to find an agent? Are you trying to find an independent publisher? Have you had no's? Are you unsure? Reach out in the comments below so I can give you any additional help and support. And I wish you every success. I'll see you in the next video. Take care until then.